Welcome to Pandora. That's right, it's me, Scryptar. How are you doing, folks? I'm doing great. We're back with another episode of Master of Orion, Conquer the Stars. And it's time to talk some strategy, guys, right? I mean, we're at turn 28, and every 10-15 turns I'd like to take a minute to just look at the map and see what's our overall goal, what's our situation, what can we do right now, what do we need to focus on. And for the moment, I think that is pretty clear. We need to make sure that we are safe. I mean, we met a couple of people. We have the humans over here, we have the humans over here. We have the Altari Skylords over here, and we have the cat people down here. So these guys need to go. Definitely need to go. First of all, we don't have that many planets in our vicinity that's really worth colonizing. We know we have one here, definitely. It's a home planet, so that's good. We want this system up here, which those guys just colonized. They're down here. We can't see that yet because we're not in sensor range with any of our ships, but we've seen the colony ship move over there, so that's definitely one of the things we need to do. Then, if you look at the space lanes, and this is something I like to do, you know we have the possibility, like we do down here, with our space factory, to blockade war points and make sure that nobody can come in and steal our stuff. So, looking at this, this is a choke point right here. We have another one up there, and up here. If we can block those three, nobody can come in from here, nobody from that region can come over here, and if we block that, nobody can come in from there. That leaves this. We have a planet here that we want. So if we take this and block these three exits, or at least these two up here, that's sectioned off. Nobody can come in. We're already moving over here with this colony ship, so if we block that point, that's sectioned off. So all of this is safe once we do that. We're blocking this at the moment because we still have a potential enemy down here. Once we run through him and block off this, or maybe even go one further and block it off here, all of this is ours. We can do whatever we want in here, nobody can really stop us. Which is good. I mean, there are a couple of planets that we like. We want this whole system. We want that one. Don't know what's up here. Might be worth grabbing. What we do know about this system is that it's not connected up here, because, you know, we can see this planet. So our scout has been in here and scouted this system. These are the two star lanes that this system has. There is no star lane here. Otherwise we would see it already. So definitely, that's good to know. There's no extra point where somebody can warp in on us. Then yes, we definitely do want this one. We already have anything we want down here. We don't know what that is. It might be worth grabbing. As you know, that's the first colony of these guys. So there's a war coming up fairly soon. Then here, yes, we do want this system because of that planet. It's high gravity, so we need to work on that. But we can get this one or this one first and then move over here. Might even be worth taking just that one, because as you can see, those two are barren. It takes longer to bring them up to speed than this one. Forget about that one. And then we want to venture out and grab this. That's the next war coming up, definitely. It's not a huge part of the galaxy, but then again, you don't need a huge part of the galaxy. You just need more people than anybody else if you want to stay on the edge, and if you just want to have this little bit more of production, a little bit more of science to stay ahead of the others. So that's what we're gonna do. Speaking about that, what we did the last time is we made sure that we have enough food output to have a rapid colony growth here. But we also want this ship. And looking at this, it's 2 turns until we get the next person, and it takes 9 turns to get the colony ship. If I move them here, it's 3 and 7. So we lose 1 turn here, but we gain 2 here. overall, I think that's beneficial. We increase pollution again, so that's plus 14 in those 7 turns. Not really bothering me at the moment. This can go up to 65 before it becomes a problem. Starting from 65, you get a malus here on your production. So that's a way off to go. And then again, we can always cancel this out using pollution cleanup, which will take all of your production and just give you a flat minus, what do we have, 12? Something like that. So it won't take that long, like 5-6 turns if you're at 65 and you're back up to speed. Good, we've done that. Anything here? You're almost done with that. Gives us more population growth. Yeah, not bad. We need money. We need money fast. We're at plus 25. We've been at plus 30 at the beginning. All the buildings that we've built so far, they cost upkeep, so we need to get some more money in. This gives you only plus 1 per population. So right now, this would be a flat plus 3 on this one. Over here, 7 population. That's plus 7. We take that. And we take that before we spend it, I would say, here. So let's get some research and some food production before we get that. That should be fine. I mean, we're not broke yet. It looks pretty good, actually. It's always a little tight in the beginning. At the very end game, you see this number rising rapidly. I mean, we're talking about plus 3,000 maybe per turn. There's nothing we can do in the end game. Nothing we can do, nothing we can't do. Good. Yeah, I guess that's it. This guy is still exploring, this guy is still blocking the pirates. And there's nothing else we can do until this is done. Takes 5 turns, we need 7 turns for that ship, so the destroyer... Yes, we need a destroyer, I think that's next in line once we have that colony ship done. We'll see, we need to rearrange a little here. Let's get started. Good, good, good. Nothing to worry about.
Loading hints.
Yes. I knew. That's a scout. That's not too bad. That scout has now seen the system, so I guess somebody will be setting out to colonize this fairly soon. We need to hurry up. Can we? No, of course we cannot. Next turn we should be able to buy that. Population has grown. Like I said, that's the one person we're going to take away in a second once we build that colony ship. Get a new pirate fleet. Okay. Space factory is done. Great, there's our war point. So we're now going to send this guy off here. Takes 10 turns. You need 6 turns to get there. This is one thing they need to fix. I mean, if they're displaying the whole path, they should display how many turns it takes, like it just does when you hover over it. But then if you hover over it, you get this weird tooltip, and you can't really see it. You can see it in fleets, right here. But then if you have like 20-30 fleets, this gets hard to navigate really fast. So it is an option, it's just not the best option. Let's see if we can buy you. Oh, this time you put them down here. Alright. Still not enough, so we need one more turn. We go up here. Okay, that still stays 2 turns no matter what I do. We're going to buy this next round anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we speed this up. Yeah, standard setup should be fine here. Done. Done. You. Well, the moment you come here, I'm gonna kill you. Now this guy is blocking his war point. Well, you can do that all you like. Don't really care. I'm gonna kill you anyway. to worry about. Not yet, anyway. So you're coming with 2 scouts and you're flying the same direction. That is a complete waste of resources. Well, as long as you're not wasting my resources, that's fine. You're coming back because you can't get any further than Sol. We found the home system of the humans. Good. So once we have this, we can really make a beeline for this and this. And then we can block it off here. And this whole thing down here is ours. And this, as far as I can see, will be our main production. Just by looking at the planets, you know, they're abundant at least, if not super rich or rich. Big planets, they're good looking planets, which means, well, the biome is suitable for a lot of life forms, and that means we can put a lot of people on there. And a lot of people equals a lot of production, right? Good, then you now buy things. This is also weird. It tells you new ship design has been discovered, but when you click on it, nothing happens. It, I think, should bring you up here and then just flash this for a moment. There's our lovely destroyer. You can see the total military power is 506 compared to the frigate of 208. So yes, it takes longer. 86 production cost versus 36. But then this can carry bombs. You can bomb a planet or pirate base into oblivion. You can't do that. Not this one. You can't do that with a frigate. There you go. So this is one you definitely need. You there. Now let's just hope there's not a colony ship already here which we can't see. You're almost there, you're almost there. Like I said, we're going to get these 2 planets at roughly the same time. You're coming to block that. Once I've dealt with the pirate base over here, we're going down here and block these points just by stationing ships there. It's not as effective because you can have ships there and the scouts still move through you. It's not an active defense like an outpost is that you cannot pass. But it's better than nothing. At least you can decide if you want to engage the enemy, and just shooting down scouts, as long as it's in your systems, doesn't really do anything, because that's, I don't know, it falls under home defense, I guess. So I gave you a manual attack order, that's why you're asking for something. I put you back on guard. Could have done that last round already. Doesn't really matter.
Research complete. The Combine has been successfully upgraded.
Good for you. So we've queued this up already. It's another 10 turns, and then we get a little bit more speed. Currently speed is 1. This is 1.5, so we gain 50%, which is not bad. We're gonna crank this up over here, 2.5, very, very soon. I just like to have that speed. It really depends on what we need first. At the moment, I think we need to go with anything that gives us food in production. We then should move over to research to just be able to keep up with all the stuff that's coming up here. And amongst all that, we need to see if we need any military technology to stay on top. So it's always a little bit of juggling back and forth. Yes, like I said, 4 people, moral 75%, so 25% of the people will be on strike, which is exactly 1 person. You're only taking 1 turn anyway, so it's no use putting an active unit in here, because it just won't change. I keep this guy over here for now. And then we'll see if we need to rearrange that, if we need speed in production over population growth. Good. Starbase next in queue. Starbase will give us more command points. We're not really hitting it just yet, but then again, a starbase also gives you a defense around that planet, which is good to have. Rather sooner than later, because once you get into that stage where you have 20 billions you could queue up, starbase is usually one of my last choices, and then if you get a surprise attack coming in, it's too late. And we just don't want that to happen here. As soon as we can, or as long as we can avoid that, that's good. Go on.
Overseer, this one has data to share.
Once in a while you get these random events. There's a monster here with 9,800 military power. So none of our ships would be able to defeat this. Usually these guys are orbiting a planet that's really good to have. The system doesn't look too bad anyway, it's 4 planets. It's a good chance that there's something we might want to have. But then you can see it's not connected anywhere here, so this guy... Well, it must be connected to that one, there's nothing else left. And this is hopefully connected here. And since there's nothing else here, this is a nice little arm that we could get if this is a system where we could colonize and block this with outposts. Because one lane is going here, and I guess this is going here. If this is connected here, it's a bigger problem. Not too much speculation here, not to worry about. We're getting there. You scout. Nothing to worry about. Next turn.
I bring a deal to strengthen the bonds of our fellowship.
Now that's a bit of an issue. If I say no, this will move down quite a bit. If I say yes, I save him a lot of trouble coming over here and charting the space yourself. And it might be that I have better planets in range than he has, so he might want to come and steal my planets before he colonizes his own. Haven't played against these guys yet, so I'm not 100% sure. For the moment, I'm just going with it.
Excellent.
Now somebody else might be upset that I have traded charts with him, because that counts as a negotiation, and if somebody else is really set up against that race, they will pop up and say, look, don't deal with those guys, you can't trust them, and I'm not happy that you did so. So you have to keep that in mind whatever you do. Gives us a few bits and pieces of information here. 45 planets. Yeah, that's nice. That's not even explored. Can't get over there yet anyway, so it's not really worth thinking about it. It's also not bad. Good. Are we there yet? Yes, we are.
Your actions have the whole galaxy jumping like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Yes, that's exactly what I was planning. And right. You know what? No. That's what always happens as soon as you get too close to those people. Doesn't matter which people, all of them. They just don't want you to go there. If you decline this, they get mad at you. If you don't decline this, you can't colonize there, so there is not much of a choice. Haven't offended them yet, so they're only guarded. It's okay. Most of all, it's mine. Welcome to Pandora. Well, that's what the Gaia planet looks like, in the animation anyway. I'm not going to show you all of these. If you really want to see those, play the game. It's just, this is a nice one to look at, so once in a while you should have seen that. So, my usual setup here is automated factory first to just crank up production faster, then start getting people in. So it would be hydroponic farm, It's the biggest boost we can get there. Some research or more research. Well, this is more population, so in the long run that's better to have. So I'm usually going for this one. Then I want to have some money back, because at that stage we should have 2 or 3 people here already. Which means the next thing is that, because once we get to 4, we need to have that building. Now, if I had the money, I would just flat out buy this building and move him up here immediately. You can see why. And you can also see why I'm not doing that here at the moment. I want that building first. Good, that's mine. That needs to be blocked. That needs to be blocked. That needs to be blocked for the moment. Speaking about simultaneously. Thank you. There we go. Save situation, and nearly the same values we get here. Alright, let's leave it at that. You're still going. 5 turns. Okay. Okay. We're getting along nicely, so we should get into making ourselves a destroyer available. 9 turns, not too bad. Once we have that, it's time to look at the overall situation and see if there's any other planet we want to have. Alefa, we just got that one, so that can wait. This would be the next logical step. Can only hold 6 people currently because it's radiated. So this one might be better for now, especially since this one has high gravity, which we need to counter first. Where's that? And that's over here. That's within our own boundaries, it's not that much of an issue right now. I really want to go over here, but then I'm setting these guys and these guys as well. But if I do go over here before he does, at least I have a foothold. Same situation here, high gravity. Yeah, picking that one. Alright, let's move on. Can we actually get another space factory anytime soon? Could, but then again, until that's done, that's 20 turns plus the turns for the space factory plus the time it needs to move to get wherever we want it to be, which would be up here. This is what, 4 turns to get there, plus 10 turns to build, and then going all the way back. Once that one is built, we don't need to move here ever again. There's no asteroid belts, there's no gas giants. There's one down here. And there's a lot of stuff and things to do here. So I guess at the moment we don't really need another space factory. No, that's fine. Just move on. Well, if nothing's happening, nothing's happening. You're here. Save ourselves a turn. Do this manually. And research is done. Good.
Research complete. The Combine has been successfully upgraded.
Since we just researched a drive, we can update our blueprints. Every ship we know that...
requires the Overseer's attention.
Yes. I'm attending to it now, thank you. Every ship type that we know that has a drive system that can be upgraded is shown here, so we can just say upgrade all. The issue with this is, if you have custom designs, this will basically override your custom designs. So if you have maxed out a ship the way you like and you update a weapon system, it will completely randomize the layout back to what the AI thinks is the best idea to have. So that can mess up all your blueprints. Keep that in mind if you actually do upgrade all. At the moment, since I'm going with defaults, doesn't matter. So, what's next? Going over here is getting expensive, it takes longer. So we can have those two or this one. Let's have a look what we can get. Fungal farms gives us a food bonus, but it also costs 2 maintenance. Might want to get into this, just to be able to talk to all the aliens around us. I think shields are first, so we can knock out that destroyer and actually have it protected somehow. Or, well, to a certain degree, I should say. This is good to have, it's expensive. But if you take 12 turns to grow your population, this shaves off 25%. So that saves you a lot of time. In the long run, definitely. Even, I would say, in a medium-sized strategy, it saves you a lot of time. This might be useful, not just now. It's not that important. We don't have that many planets that actually need pollution reduction. So let's see what's next. Restricted to poor and ultra poor planets. It gives you production, but we don't have poor ultra poor planets. It's not worth it. That is worth it once we have enough people that research per cell actually matters. If there's nobody in there, then, well, you don't get the +1 until you put a person in there. Troop transport, not just now. More production, definitely good to have. Ship upgrades, not just now. Gaia, Grassland, Inferno, Tropical, Cavernous, Terran, Ocean Zone. That's pretty much all of them, except Radiated. Or Volcanic. Food per cell +1, yeah, not bad. Maintenance 3, not really overly excited. That's the next pollution processing building, or reduction building. Well, we don't have that yet, so why would we go over there if we can get a cheaper one? Macrobiotics gives you a flat population growth bonus and you don't need to do anything. As you can see, it's an achievement, you just get that galaxy-wide for your people. So to get here, we need these two and then we can get that. Don't need those two yet. Ship production. We're getting into that fairly soon. Shaving 30% off the costs is definitely worth the 5 maintenance. +3 flat research. Gaia, Terran, Ocean. We have one Gaia and we have one Terran, our home planet. Oh, and Swamp. And the other one is Swamp, so that would affect our 3 planets. And we get the next ship tab already. Good. This one first, this one second. Great. So we're at turn 40. We have sort of an idea what we want to do. And we're going to continue on this strategy next time. That's it for today, folks. If you like the video, subscribe for more, leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves. See you soon.